Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Acknowledge me.
Yeah.
Acknowledge me.
Yeah.
Shut the hell up, Rob.
Yeah.
Acknowledge me.
What's good? What's good? What's good? Welcome back to another episode of the Budget Cup Podcast.
Yeah.
Budget Cup Podcast returning after what, 2 months?
It's been a long time.
It's been a minute, man, but we are back. Rob in the building, WWE fan in the building. Appreciate y'all joining. If you're on YouTube, thank you for watching. Please like the video.
Can you hear me now, Rafa? How you doing?
You good? Can they hear you?
I think they can. Yeah, they can hear me.
Perfect, man. It's been a while, bro. How you been, man?
I've been all right. Been on my thizzle, working a lot. You know, just chilling. Got done with a big presentation over at work that I had to do. That went really well. So, yeah, things are going all right on my end. What about you? It's been a minute.
It's been up and down, man. So 2023 ended in the bang. Rob say Dark is declaring for the Royal Rumble. He's back to declare for the Royal Rumble. Okay. So yeah, 2023 ended in the bang, man. You know, we did a couple of interviews, did the Dez Bryant stuff. And then yeah, 2024 started off downhill so far. But other than that, because everybody knows the situation now. We didn't talk about it on the sports podcast. We didn't talk about it on Twitter and social media. So no need to go into it again. What happened last Sunday? But yeah, other than that, keeping it moving, keeping it pushing, because that's the only thing that keep me sane around here. So just keeping it moving. Get the tables in the building. Hey, shout out to Get the Tables, man. Make sure y'all follow him. He went crazy on
Did the Bucks win again today too?
No, they lost, and he went crazy on that. He raged a little bit. He beat up a poor football that's over there. I don't know. I feel bad for the football because it definitely went crazy. Why is my WWE not pulling up? So y'all see it, man. Y'all see it on the screen. Actually, you don't see it on the screen. Let's go to this box. Y'all see it on the screen now. The topic is, Seth Rollins being injured. Will he make it to WrestleMania? I believe it was MCL injury, right?
Yeah, it's an MCL and then a slight tear of, I think, his ACL or something. It's something else. It wasn't good.
Yeah, so, I mean, and this before that, to get to that match, you had a lot of drama between Tony Khan and Jinder Mahal and Hook and etc. Like, it's been crazy. And I've kind of been like dead to the wrestling side, especially on my Twitter. I've been on my personal Twitter a lot lately, so I kind of been dead to the wrestling stuff. And it seems like as soon as I decide to get back on the wrestling side of Twitter, it was just drama everywhere. So
a bunch of crazy stuff is happening this week. Good Lord have mercy,
man. Like, and to cut the show short, what we're gonna do is we're not gonna give you the whole rundown of Raw, SmackDown, all that, AEW. We're just gonna tell you what we like, what we dislike. We might have to do a rundown of Collision because I didn't watch Collision at all. But outside of Collision, really, we're just gonna point out some stuff that happened in the last few weeks that we like and dislike about each show, and that's how we're gonna keep it moving. And then the main subject for this show, this episode, is how would you book the road to WrestleMania? So that's what this show is gonna be about. How would you book the road to WrestleMania, knowing what we know with Seth possibly being out, and if he's not out, what would you do with him if he's able to at least get maybe 2 matches in, between now and WrestleMania? Noob in the building. What's good? Shout out to Noob. Shout out to Get the Tables. Let me make sure I don't miss any more streamers. Dark, you got anybody you want to shout out?
Raph, if Raph is still streaming, shout out to Raph. I'm not sure if Raph is still streaming or not, but
Evil 2 Hope. Evil come in talking about the Cowboys. I don't give a damn about the Cowboys right now. Don't give a damn. Don't ask me a damn thing about the Cowboys. Talk to me next January.
Yeah, I'm on that type of time with the Eagles right now.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, like Elf, I'm trying not to cuss. You about to make me cuss already. Jeez, man. Golly, you about to make me cuss already. We just started the show. Elf them all. Elf them all. That's yeah. Yeah, man. See, come on out. But anyway, getting into WWE. Actually, let's start with Impact. Did you see Hard to Kill? I'm sorry, TNA. Did you see Hard to Kill?
I did. Yes, I did see Hard to Kill, actually.
What stood out for you at Hard to Kill that you like?
All right, there we go. I'll have to go in. So I found alternative means to watching this. So
okay.
I missed I didn't get to see the what is it called? The women's X division, or no, what is it called? Ultimate X match.
Ultimate X.
I didn't get to see the Ultimate X match.
Right.
But I really liked Hammerstone and Josh Alexander. I thought that was really good, and I was very surprised by the titles change at the end. I thought they would have wanted to continue going with Alex Shelley into this TNA era.
I don't know what the hell just happened. My bad. Go ahead, bro. I don't know.
I thought that they would want to go with Alex Shelley into this new TNA era, but it seems like they're like leaning heavily into this new faction with Moose and what's his name, Eddie
Edwards.
Eddie Edwards, and good Lord, the other guy too, Brian something. But yeah, it was. I thought altogether it was actually a really solid show, and the best part about this was the crowd too. Like, this looked like an old like TNA like crowd.
Yeah.
So they had like 1,000 people in there, which is a big number for them.
It's big for them, yeah.
Yeah.
Their biggest gate, or not their biggest gate, but their biggest crowd, and what they say, I want to say 6 years is what they said. Their biggest crowd in 6 years. Or longer. It might have been longer. I can't remember off the top of my head. But shout out to Impact, man. Dana,
I was gonna say I wanted to give a shout out to that triple threat. That was probably my match of the night. Was the triple threat X Division match between Sabin, Vikingo, and Kushida. That match was fantastic. So really, really good.
Yeah, shout out to Dolph Ziggler making his impact.
Yeah,
I keep saying impact. TNA debut and Dana Brooke, which is now known as Ash by Elegance, which I'm not gonna remember. I don't like saying that name. I'd rather say Dana Brooke. But,
I didn't know that was her. They showed her face, and I didn't even realize that was Dana Brooke. I literally went to work the next day, and yeah. I was gonna say I went to work the next day, and my homie Big Earn, shout outs to Big Earn, he was just like, "Did you see that Dana Brooke was on TNA last night?" I was like, "What?" And then he showed me the video. I was like, "Oh, that was her." Okay, shoot.
Yeah, I didn't know either. Then I looked again. I was like, "It can't be nobody else but her." I was like, it looked like her, but it didn't look like her. Rob said, "Big Earn, hope he's doing good." Facts.
Yeah, he's doing all right.
The way he said it is like, yeah, he good, all right. He good, all right. Earn and messed around and hit the lotto, y'all. That's what we about to find out. Earn and hit the lotto. That's what we about to find out. Earn, let me borrow $1, dog.
Yo, don't forget about the little people.
You're right. I'm saying. But Trinity lose her knockouts title to Jordan Grace. Then they did, of course, they filming and recording for the next 2 weeks. And rumor is she said goodbye after her rematch to Jordan Grace, which is going to air this week. She said her goodbyes to the TNA crowd. That's what the rumor is. So, are you expecting to see her pull up at the Royal Rumble or no?
I would expect her to pull up only if Sasha's there. I think if Sasha comes back, she might, but I don't know if she would go back by herself. I don't know. I don't see her going back without Sasha.
Speaking of Mercedes Moné, 1 minute she's expected to sign with WWE and come back at the Royal Rumble. The next minute she's expected to sign with AEW, and then it's quiet, and now it's just like people are now starting to say, oh, there's still a chance for WWE because she hasn't actually signed with AEW yet. Where do you think she's going to end up?
I believe that she will probably end up in I just believe that she's going to end up back in the WWE. I feel that. I would be impressed if AEW was able to land her because of all the signings that they have so far right now too, and especially with another wrestler that was released from his contract this week that we'll probably talk about in a little bit. But I'd be impressed if Tony could land her, but I just feel like she's gonna end up going back to WWE because that's where the money's at and everything. Now, I do feel like she's at the point now where she especially did her excursion. She went to Japan. She became a big name everywhere she was going, that I feel like if she goes to WWE and she isn't given the amount of money that she feels she deserves, then she definitely won't sign. I'm thinking that she will probably want, like, not Ronda money, but close to what Becky's being paid. Because I think Becky Lynch is what is it called? She's the largest paid female wrestler in the, I think so.
So it's not Charlotte, because rumor is the only reason she didn't sign is because she wanted more money than Charlotte, and WWE turned her down when it came to that.
They did?
That's what the rumor. That's why everybody started saying and posting that, oh, she was going to go to AEW because her talks with WWE died down after she said she wanted more than Charlotte, and they declined to give her more than Charlotte.
Oh, yeah, no, hold on. I'm looking at a list of, this was back in 2022. So this was back when Ronda was still with the company, and Becky Lynch at the time was paid more than her. Charlotte came in at number 3.
Oh, dang.
So right now, if we're going by that same list, then right now Charlotte would be the second highest paid woman in the company.
Okay. Vibrant guy, what's good? Look at the screen, man. We talking about wrestling. It's all over the screen. You see the Budget Cut podcast, latest in wrestling and all that. Ain't no need to talk about football. He's an Eagles fan. I'm a Cowboys fan. So.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
Right.
So Rafa brought something up that was interesting. So I don't know if you saw earlier this week, Dope, but New Japan, they announced that Okada won't be re-signing on his contract, and that after I think this latest tour of their New Beginning tour, after that's done, he's out of the company. So
really, that's why everybody's like Okada to WWE, and they arguing, going back and forth, the tribalism.
Yep.
Oh my god. All they do is argue, man.
Well, they don't got nothing else to do, Dope. That's all they do. They just sit at their computers. That's it.
I'm telling you, bro, it's been so peaceful not being on the wrestling Twitter side. My personal Twitter, we talk sports, Cowboys, we talk regular stuff, we laugh. My timeline is cleansed of that crap. Like, the only wrestling I do see is from level-headed people like me, you, other like radio,
Push.
People like Push, So I don't see none of that crap until I go back to the Dope Content Twitter. And I thought about deactivating that joint for good, like a couple of times. Only reason I haven't done it is because I have certain names that follow me there that don't follow my main page, and I really wish would follow my main page, like Zelina Vega, people like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's a couple of wrestling companies with that's, got a name to them. So I'm like, man, I gotta keep it up, I guess. But I really don't give a damn about that page no more. To be honest with you. But what was you about to ask about Okada?
I was gonna say, where would you see him ending up?
It should be AEW.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to be used correctly, well, shit, I don't know. And really, I don't know now. How did he be used in AEW? Because they sign people, they use them very well for 2 to 3 weeks, maybe a month, and then they kind of get lost in the sauce over there. So I don't know. Him and Nakamura could probably do something.
My whole thing was that I feel like he might be AEW bound, because AEW, the way that they got Will Ospreay signed to a contract was that they told him, you don't have to move from England. You can stay in England, and as long as you come to the shows, you're good. Okay. And I feel like if they talk the same type of stuff to Okada, telling him that he doesn't have to leave Japan, that he can still reside there and work for them at the same time, I think he might do it. And apparently he's like still on really good terms with the Young Bucks and what are they called, Kenny and all of them. So
yeah. The Matt Champion was good.
High score, Boggs. What you doing? How you guys doing?
Could you imagine Okada versus Gunther though?
I would love to see that.
Ooh, man, talking about dream matches. We still haven't done our dream match show yet, so we got to do that soon too. I guess we could kind of book it, but it still be just all WWE once we get to the how would you book the road to WrestleMania. But I would love to see Okada versus Gunther. Let's see who else is free. Jungle Boy showed up in Japan. Did you see that?
He did. Yeah, I watched I just watched like the last 3 matches of that show. So I missed it, but I saw it on Twitter, and I was like, good Lord. That's actually, I thought that was a smart way. I don't know if, I'm pretty sure he's still signed with AEW. So, but I think this is a really smart way to like book like, I don't know, like an excursion for him, just to make it seem like he's done with the company and so he's going to start wrestling for New Japan. I think that's good. So,
yeah. So you think they planning on bringing him back as the biggest heel? Because he ripped up the contract. They got to make you heel because everybody loves Tony Khan in AEW. So, like, he'll be like the Tony Khan to be the Vince McMahon to his Stone Cold, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how they going to bring him back to the fold with AEW. But right now, it looks like he's going to be a heel if he does show back up in AEW because he ripped the contract up. And then he had an armband that said scapegoat. And the person that you're talking about is no longer in the company. So you can't, there's no payoff for CM Punk because he's in WWE now. So it got to be something set up with him and one of the, the bosses, the Young Bucks, or well, they heels too, but somebody in the office, I guess. Noob said the Bucks are now Vince McMahon and AEW. It looks that way. It looks like they're starting to do their own little corporation type thing.
Yeah, Nicholas and Matthew. Yep.
Yeah. Good Lord.
What the hell?
Good Lord. But yeah, let's get into, what is this? Let's get into some WWE stuff. And we'll start with what we like and what we dislike about Monday Night Raw. Seth Rollins. Well, let's go back a little bit. The Rock showed up out of nowhere. And Triple H tweeted out, we can't confirm that we have a former WWE champion on the way here showing up tonight. Everybody went crazy. I saw on ESPN that The Rock was already there with Pat McAfee. So it didn't really shock me because I knew he was there. I knew he was in the same city and yada yada doing actually UFL stuff and all that, right? So Jinder Mahal came out and I just busted out laughing, and I felt bad for Jinder because I was like, dang, they use this man as a pawn to show how disappointed the crowd is in him, coming out and returning, and they did it on purpose. Like, dang, they just really buried this man and put him under the threw him under the bus, and they showed the crowd reactions and everything, which was hilarious. And then, of course, The Rock's music hit. Everybody goes crazy. His YouTube and social media numbers killed CM Punk numbers, which is crazy. Then The Rock. What happened? All this time that Punk leaves, and his biggest gripe back in the day was that The Rock took the main event slot over him, and now this happens again. It just happened right again. Like, what the hell, bro? Like, it's the same story, bro. It just happened again. Shoot. Oh, man. That's hilarious. But Jinder comes out, cut a promo. The Rock comes out, cut a long promo. The promo was too long for me. The talking part of it was way too long for me. I was like, all right, Rock, can we, get through it? Because I'm sitting there thinking, who's getting cut for this? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What match, what segment is getting cut for this? Because this is a long segment. This ended up being like a 20-minute segment. Yes. Like a 22-minute segment. It was ridiculous. It was horrible. Oh, it wasn't horrible, but it was just long, right? Yeah. The Rock finally hit some spine buster, people's elbow. And then before he left, he decided, you know what, let's take a shot. Let's break the internet. Let's break the wrestling internet. And he's like, The Rock is going to get some dinner tonight. Should I sit at the bar? Should I sit at wherever else he said? Then, of course, he threw in, should I sit at the head of the table? Bruh. Everybody went crazy. All the Cody Rhodes fans got pissed off. Oh, man. Including Dave LaGreca, who went on a full rant on his show, Busted Open. Adam, what's good on YouTube? Do you see Are you asking, or did he cash in at a house show or something? What are you just trying to make sure I read your question right? Wait, what? He said, do you see Priest cash in? So I'm trying to figure out, do you mean cashing in, or did he cash in at a house show? Because Seth Rollins is injured. Crazy. Right, Seth is injured. So but yeah, The Rock does his thing, blows up the internet. Cody Rhodes fans are mad. Oh, do I think he cash in tomorrow? Well, I mean, I don't know if Seth can do anything. Seth might just have to drop the title. So it depends on how hurt Seth is. Can they drug him up enough to do a couple of moves and take a couple of bumps? I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow. But a torn MCL is something. But Rock does his thing. What up, Crow? He said Priest should cash in during Seth's speech. Again, if he's allowed to if he can take bumps and enough bumps to just, go down without making that leg worse, fine. But we'll see. We'll get to that booking part of it later on. Rock does his thing. Cody Rhodes fans are mad. Now everybody's talking about The Rock and Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns posts a laughing emoji on Twitter, and then The Rock disappears again. So now you have Royal Rumble, you have Elimination Chamber, which is a bigger Elimination Chamber than normal because it's in Australia in the stadium. And then you have WrestleMania coming up. So if you're doing, appreciate it, Box. If you're doing The Rock and you know you have him, let's just say for one match, where are you putting that match with The Rock? Because you know they're going to want to do Rock and Roman. Where are you doing that match at? Which pay-per-view are you doing? Or should I wait and then we...
So we have Rumble, Elimination Chamber, and right? That's what we get. Well, not the Rumble. We can't book him at the Rumble. I would book him. I would personally book him at the show in Perth. I would do the Elimination Chamber. I think because then you could get a big number there, and then you can still finish the story with Cody. Which, because that was my first question when I saw that promo. I was like, well, what the hell? I was like, what's going on with Cody? Then I was like, that's kind of crazy. But I know that they wanted to do this match last year at in Hollywood too, and I don't know what, but things fell through. So, oh, good Lord have mercy. What? That's another thing too. What happens? What do you do with Cody if you have The Rock and Roman at Mania? What do you do with Cody?
Yeah, see, this is what I was about to get to. Do The Rock and Roman necessarily need a title?
Absolutely not.
So
absolutely not. For me, it's always been about the head of the table title. That's what it's been about.
Right.
For me.
So what if at the Royal Rumble, let's just say Randy Orton gets the pin on Roman and The Rock makes an appearance to kind of like, you call yourself the head of the table, you out here losing, just to talk noise to set up that match. So at WrestleMania, you still get The Rock and Roman, and then Cody gets to get his title shot versus Randy Orton, who has a story with him as well. But does Cody need to win a Royal Rumble? Like, how do you set Cody up? Because right now, in your opinion, who's the favorite to win the Royal Rumble?
Punk.
So
going into it, Punk. But I will say that with Seth being hurt, that kind of, I don't know. So the thing that I like about this year's build is that this is a really great build that they've had. Because
old school.
There's numerous people that actually have a legit chance of winning.
Right.
Like Cody, because of his stuff with Roman last year. Punk, because of his stuff with Rollins currently.
Gunther.
Drew McIntyre, who's been interjecting himself all over the place.
Yep.
That actually has a decent shot at being a real contender in this. Like, they're doing a great job just building up everybody for this. There's multiple angles coming in here. So this is probably the most most pumped I've been to going into a Royal Rumble since for a while. So yeah, see with Seth, if he can't make Mania, I would say that a really smart thing to do, because they've already got the program kind of built right now, is you could have what's his name, Damian, cashed in on Rollins, and then have Drew McIntyre and him fight for the title at Mania, because they've had this back and forth thing since what's it called, Survivor Series.
So where does that leave CM Punk?
That's the $1 million question too. I wouldn't know what to do with CM Punk at that point. Shoot. So they've been hyping him up for a while too. So,
man, so the good thing about it, WWE right now, they have so many top players right now in position that legitimately has a chance to, be in the title match at WrestleMania. Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre. Rob says Sammy and Drew. I mean, what the hell is Sammy? I ain't seen Sammy in a while.
I think he's hurt.
Yeah, so Drew McIntyre, Seth, if he's able to go by some way, if they drug him up, give him a quick, they be finding ways to have these people make it to Mania and stuff. The Rock, if he comes back, Randy Orton. I don't think AJ Styles or LA Knight has a chance to win at the Royal Rumble, honestly. So I'm gonna take those two out the equation. But you still got Roman, of course. It's a lot that can be done, and the story could go many ways. Gunther, who's been dominating, I don't think Gunther has lost in I think his last loss was it Chad Gable? Did he lose via count out? The Chad Gable?
Yeah, that was
his
the
last
that was
loss?
the last match that he lost. Yeah.
So,
Well, dope. I'm just gonna take that out. My last thing that I said out of the equation because apparently, Drew and what's his name, Priest are having a match on Raw. So here we go.
oh yeah, I see it right here. Yep. And then CM Punk and Cody Rhodes are going face to face tomorrow.
Yep.
I can't wait to see how the crowd is going to be.
This is going to be a very interesting Raw tomorrow.
Yeah. And this is the go home Raw going to Royal Rumble. So yeah, Priest, and then you got Gable fights Ivar, Avi now fights Valhalla, and typical Raw. But what are some of the positives about Raw in your opinion? In my opinion, I'm gonna say Raw and SmackDown. What I'm liking right now is the fact, like you said, this Royal Rumble feels important again, and it doesn't feel like we just know immediately who's going to win. Because it feels like, what year was that when Triple H came back? Was it 2002?
26. Oh, when he came back? Yeah, I think that was 2002.
And it was him, Stone Cold, Kurt Angle, Jericho. It was a whole bunch of heavy hitters that had a legit chance to win that Rumble that year. And all of them was going at it. That's how this Rumble feels. So I love what I'm seeing as far as the Rumble build up, because really everybody has a point when they talk. So I love the fact that the women's tag team division is finally being built on SmackDown and Raw.
Lord have mercy.
I do not like the fact that Valhalla. I'm not Valhalla. What's the group name from NXT? The Dark Group, the women. I can't even think of their name right now. Mine just went blank. They just lost Friday to Caden Carter and Katana Chance in a return match. Unholy Union.
Alpha Fire and what's the name? I can't remember who's the other one. Dawn, Isla Dawn. Now
Isla Dawn. Alpha Fire, Isla Dawn. So they come back, which is great to see, but they lose their first match. Albeit it's to the champs. But you couldn't do like a disqualification beatdown or something, or after match beatdown to make them look strong as well,
or have somebody else come in and lose. Anybody,
like Damage Control was ringside, which that's cool. But I was like, man, it was great to see them back, and they got this banging entrance, and then all of a sudden they lost, like they lost clean, and it was it. I was like, come on now. But shout out to Katana Chance and Caden Carter, man. Much love to them. I'm glad they got the titles and they're doing their thing in the women's division, because for a while it didn't look good at first, because they came and did 2 matches and they was gone. So Triple H is finally starting to build that division up, that tag team division. It's starting to feel important now. DIY is getting pushed. Imperium was getting pushed before Giovanni got drop kicked in the face by Kofi. And Kofi laid him out.
This is a very interesting thing with them, because it's just like, Giovanni accidentally gets hurt, and then what's his name, and then all of a sudden Kofi's being taken out by Kaiser, and now what's his name, Woods is back. It's just like this is interesting. This turned into like an interesting little feud.
Yeah, and it happened on accident, because it wasn't supposed to happen like that. Because Kofi was teaming with Jey Uso the week before.
Yeah,
like what the hell? What is going on? What happened to Jey? Jey just kind of disappeared for the past couple of weeks.
Do I think that WWE is going to turn the New Day heel? Probably not.
Nah,
I think it's a safe assumption that that's not going to happen soon. Yeah.
But what happened to Jey?
Yeah, I don't, because I thought that he was going to be the one to be pushed to go after Gunther. Right now, you need somebody hot.
Well, it still kind of looked that way, because he was backstage to help Kofi with Ludwig. So it can still go that way, but still, like he just kind of cooled off at the wrong time, in my opinion. So like he's in a random tag team with Kofi, and then you don't see him again until he's backstage to help Kofi up after Kofi got attacked. So
said Big E returns to fight Gunther. Chaos says that would be dope, but I don't think Big E's coming back.
Yeah, I hate it too.
Man, That makes me so sad.
Yep.
Shoot.
Him and Jason Jordan, boy, I hate it.
Mm-hmm.
Rob say he's been there. Yeah, he stood the good. You talking about Jey Uso, the run that he's been doing, and then all of a sudden he's backstage. He's doing backstage segments where he ain't even saying nothing. He just looking good. That's a fall off, Rob, compared to what he's been doing. If you're on Twitch, you got sent a commercial. Subscribe if you don't want commercials. If we're live on YouTube as well, so you can go to YouTube without commercials. Rob says main event Jay, X main event Jimmy check. Yeah, nah. I'm still main event Jay over here, buddy. But touchdown Kansas City too for anybody else that's want to updates on that. R-Truth the GOAT says WWE fan. Oh no,
his stuff with Judgment Day has been pretty good.
It's hilarious, and that's another thing that I love. The R-Truth stuff with the Judgment Day. This man is hilarious, man, and he's making the best of his opportunity. And Priest is breaking character, and R-Truth said on R-Truth got on the Busted Open show this past Tuesday, I believe. And I actually watched that interview because it was hilarious. R-Truth is hilarious, man. But he said, it started off with that just one promo a while back, and Damian Priest was the ones like, you know what? We should keep doing this. Like, we should run with this. I like what's going on. So Damian Priest is actually the one that pushed for R-Truth to do this Judgment Day storyline. He said yeet, no yeet. Yeah, duh, that no yeet stuff is the funniest stuff ever, bro. But he come out with a shirt, a big old yeet shirt. He gonna put a pencil, a marker talking about no in front of it. Like, get out of here, man. But what else about Raw? Like Shinsuke, I like his promos. The fact that he's doing them in his language, and they have the Japanese feel to it and samurai and all that. But he can't keep losing big matches, man. Like Shinsuke can't keep losing big matches because why? What's the point of keep doing this and saying, "Oh, I'm not done with you," or "I'm dangerous when I'm this and that," but you're losing
every time.
Like
every time.
Yeah, you're losing nonstop. Let's see. Nia Jax is killing it. Shout out to Nia Jax. People like to talk noise on Nia Jax. Nia Jax has been killing it since she's been back. Shout out to her. Her and Becky Lynch had a fire match. And it's funny because I know people don't like talking about Becky Lynch and Nia Jax, but their match was good and they had the crowd involved, and it was botch free up until the end where Nia Jax uppercutted the hell out of Becky Lynch. And you see Nia on her face when she hit her say "OF," like, "Are you okay?" Like, yeah, and Becky was busted open, so she
again.
Yeah, she busted her open again. Yeah, Becky came off the second rope. Nia hit her with that, "Oh, you okay?" and right in the mouth. Just like, yeah. So, but shout out to Nia Jax. Do you think she's the one that's gonna beat Rhea and take that title?
Nia Jax?
Yeah, we didn't even talk about the women's Royal Rumble.
Yeah. So maybe I would have thought that if they hadn't pushed so hard for the fact that Becky Lynch was gonna win the Rumble on Monday. I was like, "What are you doing?"
You're right. They did. Even
Becky was just
Rhea,
like, "Yeah."
Rhea was
just
"See
like,
you at
"Yes,
WrestleMania."
I want you to win. So yeah, I was just like, okay, so all right. So there we go.
Do you think she would have won? You think she would have been the one to win it if Charlotte didn't get hurt?
Well, what program would? Oh, you think they would have ran back Charlotte and Rhea again?
I think they would have ran it back.
Man, they have never had a bad match.
Right.
They've only fought each other twice that I can remember, and both matches were insane. So I would actually much rather see that.
Twice at WrestleMania, Money in the Bank.
Who? Rhea
and Charlotte.
Oh my God, I forgot about that WrestleMania match.
Yeah.
The
NXT
quarantine
title.
WrestleMania. Yep. Okay. Yep. That did happen. Yep.
So,
oh my Lord.
But do you think Becky would have been where she is now in that position for Rhea if Charlotte didn't get hurt?
I still think so because Loki, in my mind, I felt like this was the direction that they were going in. I would have loved to see another Charlotte and Becky match. Or I mean, I'm sorry, Charlotte. Nobody wants to see Becky. I wanted to see another.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Dude, I would want to see another Charlotte and Rhea match, but I don't know. I don't think these two have even ever had a one-on-one match. Have Rhea and Becky had a one-on-one match before?
Not that I remember.
So yeah, I think this would be the hotter thing to set up. So, but I think Rhea has to win. So if she's facing Becky at Mania, she has to win.
Okay, but who the hell's gonna be Rhea then?
Shit, I don't know. You could run back. See, the whole thing about this too that is kind of crazy to me is they had Nia go over against Becky, but then Becky is the one that's saying that I'm gonna fight you at WrestleMania. So it's just like I felt like we're missing something in the middle. You know what I mean? Like I feel like before Becky even gets to Rhea, she needs to fight Nia Jax again and actually win, like pretty decisively.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She lost clean, so it was weird that she lost clean, and all of a sudden Nia and Rhea do a promo the next week, and then here comes Becky. Like you just lost.
Yeah, like, what I'm saying.
Does Jade Cargill make her return debut at the Royal Rumble?
I think that'd be probably a good idea, right? Like, I think what the whole thing is that Hunter said that she was still pretty green, which is true. So I think that's why he was keeping her in the Performance Center. But I mean, if you're in the Rumble, that
was months ago though.
Yeah. So I'm thinking like this would be a perfect place to get her introduced and stuff like that. Is she going straight to NXT after when she comes back, or?
I think she's main roster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's main roster.
Yeah, Rafa, Jade has not debuted yet. She is not.
Because Triple H, the way Triple H hyped up, he said when she does come, like it's gonna be amazing, and we want to make sure she's ready for everything, because everything is gonna be thrown at her when she's here. So that sounds like main roster to me. Let's see. Okay, so Women's Royal Rumble. Before we move to NXT, Women's Royal Rumble. If Sasha comes back, Naomi comes back, Jade debuts, who's winning the Royal Rumble? If all three of those women come back, or two come back and one debut, and then you got the rest of the women. And who are they fighting? Because you got Rhea. We don't have nothing for Io right now.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I'm going to go find the Royal Rumble card, but I think right now we only have 4 matches announced. The 2 Rumble matches, and then the WWE Championship match, and then the, the United States title match.
Yeah. What a push.
Like, that's kind of crazy.
Everybody is saying Bayley's going to win the Royal Rumble.
The Rumble?
They're sure. They're sure about it, that it's going to be Bayley.
Really?
I wouldn't mind that at all. I think she deserves it.
Oh, I would love if Bayley won the Rumble. That is, who is she going to fight? Io? She would have to fight Io, right?
That's going to be the time she finally turns, and Damage Control splits away from Bayley. That's what everybody is thinking.
You know what? I want that to happen, because Bayley deserves it.
Yeah.
She definitely deserves that dub.
And that's why I don't think they're going to actually give it to her. I think they're just going to have Io and Bayley end up clashing somewhere else down the line. Maybe like Elimination Chamber is going to be the part where they turn on each other. I don't think that's going to happen in the Royal Rumble. So yeah, push. And yeah, she's been saying she's going to go after Rhea, but if she won, we already know she's going to go after Io. But you got to pick a winner. Who you got? In your opinion, Women's Royal
for the Women's Rumble?
If Sasha, Naomi, and Jade all come through on the Rumble, who you have?
Well, if the 3 of them come through the Rumble, oh man, dream scenario, I would want Sasha to win and then challenge Io. That would be my dream scenario. Because that match would be freaking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Realistically, I'm probably gonna say that Becky's about to be a 2-time Royal Rumble in it.
And I like Becky.
I'm going with Becky.
That. I'm not with that.
Yeah. Well, I don't. So, and so I'm definitely not with it.
They could give Rhea and Becky without her winning the Rumble. They both on the same brand. So that could be set up at Elimination Chamber as well. They don't necessarily need Royal Rumble next week to do that between those two.
Yeah.
So if I would say Bayley. I want Bayley to win. I just don't think they're gonna give it to her. You know what? Let me see.
Chaos said we're forgetting about AJ Lee going to the Rumble.
Oh yeah, all right.
Oh man.
Yeah, sure. She ain't gonna win it if she comes, so it don't matter. You can talk about AJ Lee all you want. She ain't winning. She gonna get that Melina treatment.
Chaos said Cody's white. What's her? Brandy?
Nah, stop.
Oh, Brandy definitely ain't coming over to the Rumble.
What was
Hell
her?
no.
What was her WWE name? Eden something.
Oh, good Lord, it was. Oh my gosh.
I forgot. I can't remember what it was. Eden something. I can't remember. I think if Jade shows up, she wins.
That would be freaking huge.
If
That
she-
would be nuts.
If she shows up, she either wins the Rumble or she wins at an Elimination Chamber to get her match.
Against Io?
Against Rhea.
Rhea. That would be a way better match. I would
Yeah.
actually enjoy that.
Cause I think they're gonna have Bayley and Io at WrestleMania, like the chat does. So hopefully Bayley wins, and that's how it sets up. But
Push, get that energy out of here. What are you talking
hey, that would be crazy though if he did
shoot.
show up at the Royal Rumble. But that's man, that's tough. The women's one is tough. And you said CM Punk for the men is that's with Seth being injured. Is CM Punk still winning the Rumble? Or is it Cody now so Cody can get to SmackDown?
But 2 years in a row for Cody? That would be...
I mean, Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels.
But it's the... Oh, man. There's so many... there's so many things going on with with Cody's program for Roman potentially that I just don't see him winning it. There's too many... There's literally too many rocks being thrown in this. I can't... Like, if The Rock doesn't come back and say that line, then I would 100% say that Cody probably has a chance. But because my whole thing was that CM Punk was probably going to win the Rumble. Then at Elimination Chamber, you could have Cody win a Elimination Chamber match to get his title shot against Roman. But
and to be honest with you, Cody's storyline is the least one that makes sense, honestly, because you took your L at WrestleMania last year, and you went to another brand since. Y'all haven't even really crossed paths.
Yeah.
So, like, what storyline is there? He would have to win the Rumble if he's going to face Roman. Because where it is, Roman is not going to be at Elimination Chamber. So unless they do like a 3-man from Raw, 3-man from SmackDown Elimination Chamber, and Cody wins that to face Roman, Royal Rumble is his only way to get a storyline started with Roman. Because the Rock storyline makes more sense than Roman, because that's family, head of the table, yada yada. Hell, Randy Orton's story right now makes more sense. AJ Styles' story right now makes more sense. Cody doesn't have a story, so it would have to be the Royal Rumble. You can't just throw Cody at Roman as like, hey, I'm over here on SmackDown for WrestleMania. I want to fight you. Can't do it. So they better figure out something. So with that said, I'm gonna pick Cody for the men's Royal Rumble.
Okay.
To win back to back. CM Punk doesn't need to win it to get there. So let's see. He said, so is everyone done with LA Knight? No, we just know where LA Knight is on the card. He's the guy that's gonna get the crowd hype, but he's not gonna win the big one. Not right now. Not with all these people back.
He will. I think I'm excited to see his moment with this United States title, because I feel like that's the program that they're going to be leading up to is LA Knight and what's his name, Logan Paul.
So you got Logan Paul beating Kevin Owens. Yeah,
already. This is just a placeholder program for Logan, unfortunately. Unfortunately, Kevin. So
well, dang. So yeah. Moving on, likes and dislikes about NXT. That North American Championship is a black championship. It belongs to the culture apparently, because they keep it on the colors. Let me say that. Obafemi came out and attacked Dragon. He didn't attack Dragon Lee, but he cashed in his briefcase on Dragon Lee the same way Carmelo did Swerve back in the day. Ilya is going to defend his title against Trick at Vengeance Day, but Carmelo has been a little cop blocker, a title blocker, match blocker, whatever you want to call it. And he was like, bro, we got the Dusty Rhodes, tag team classes at Vengeance Day. Trick is like, well, I'll do both. We'll do the tag match and I'll do the main event. Carmelo seems to be hating on Trick. Everybody's waiting on that turn to happen. And it's crazy that everybody's waiting on his heel turn in NXT when he's on SmackDown, a super baby face going up against Grayson Waller.
Oh, man. Did you see that match with Austin Theory that ended in the double DQ?
When he hit his neck or
the
his
Spanish
head.
Fly? Yeah, that was scary. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. I don't know why Sports Score, the scoreboard is saying Buffalo and Kansas City has kicked off. They are clearly in the third quarter. So obviously something that happened there. But he say Trick will do double duty. Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do. I think Trick probably is gonna do double duty. And I think what's gonna happen is at Vengeance Day, they lose the finals to Baron Corbin and what's his name? Bronson, what's his name? Braun Breaker.
Oh, is it Braun Breaker?
Yeah, Braun Breaker. We forgetting everybody's names. It's been a while, man. So they I think they're gonna lose the finals to those two. And then when Trick tries to do the main event versus Ilya, I think Carmelo is gonna cost him that title. And I think that's how it's gonna be between those. The women have been doing their thing. Roxanne Perez she kind of got this heelish thing that she got going right now, where she just upset and angry at everybody.
She's CM Punk.
Yeah, and she's still a baby face, but she's still like kind of upset with everybody, which is crazy. So they had the number one contender battle royal. Cora Jade is injured, by the way.
Oh man, yeah. Just when I started, oh man, I'm gonna miss her. Dude. Oh my goodness, that was crazy.
Yeah, she comes back and it gets injured at a house show. Lash Legend looks pretty strong in this battle royal. I thought Lash was going to actually, do some things, man. I like how they're using Lash right now.
Booked her like a monster.
Yeah, and then she looks great. So I love her gear now compared to her gear when she first started.
I was gonna say she's so much better from when she was first there.
Yeah.
You remember those terrible segments that they had her doing too?
Oh my god, the
Lash talk or something like that. Oh my god,
the Wendy Williams type of stuff.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Man, who won this match? It turned into a fatal 4-way match with Perez, Fallon, Kalani Jordan, and Kiana James, and Roxy did win. Roxanne Perez ended up getting the victory. And the crowd, they like Roxy, but they tired of her. And that's probably why they're doing this whole Roxy's mad at everybody right now, because they low-key trying to turn her heel. So, because they know the crowd is getting tired of her. When crowd don't like people winning, basically. If you win, if you win too much, they turn on you. So, especially the NXT crowd, this new NXT crowd. LWO defeated Chase U. Chase U is just falling apart since the last time we was on live. They didn't got sued. They didn't lost all money. Andre Chase is probably really not the boss anymore. It's what's her name? Lacey Jane or JC Lane, whatever her name is. She's
JC
like
Jane.
Yeah, JC Jane. She done took over basically. So I don't know what's gonna happen there. But the LWO is now doing matches on NXT when Santos then brought up I forgot their name too. What's their damn name?
Are you talking about LWO
Humberto
or Santos' new group?
Yeah, Humberto and Garza.
Mm-hmm.
So Santos,
somebody pointed out, and I thought this was really funny because I didn't realize it until they like put it side by side on Twitter.
Yeah,
is that they made this exact same faction in 2K23. Like when your character is like traveling through Mexico, you end up getting attacked by Garza, Humberto, and Escobar.
You right, they do.
And you have to fight them in a 6-man.
Well, there you go. So Triple H saw them, was like, let's do it in real life. Let's break up the LWO, the original Legado, and then we're gonna put him with Humberto and Angel. So here y'all go talking about Jada Parker. Lord, stay on subject, man. Y'all be out here being thirsty. Laura Valkyria and Tatum Paxley defeated Lola Vice and Elektra Lopez, and then Elektra Lopez and Lola Vice got into it at the Battle Royal. So I don't know if they're a tag team anymore because they went at it. They was throwing haymakers and fighting after both of them got eliminated. Yeah, it's just been solid. It's been solid shows for NXT. Oh Lord, somebody's playing the Damn She's Fine song right now. You better be glad I can't. Let me see who did that. Was that Dynamite
Was that
J?
a thing in the story? It absolutely was a thing in the story. I promise you.
Yeah,
I promise you.
Oh, that's Rob. Okay, Rob acting like Dynamite J tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but yeah, NXT has been solid. What you think of NXT these last couple of weeks?
It's actually been pretty good, especially with the breakout thing. I've been watching Obafemi because this guy, he'll just pop up on my Twitter, just all of these like instances of strength. And there was this one video I saw of some dude running on an apron, and he just he just jumps up and just bam right in the chest, and he just goes down. I was like, oh my Lord. But yeah, no, all of this has been like very interesting, and yeah, it is kind of funny seeing Carmelo be like a face in the main roster and then go back to being a sus person on NXT. So I'm thinking that Stand and Deliver, we're probably gonna see Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes. I don't know if it's gonna be for a title, but I'm feeling that like we're gonna see that match, and then that'll be Carmelo's send off too. So
Trick has to win the title at this point, right?
I don't know, because Dragunov hasn't had it that long.
It seemed like it's been a while.
What did he win it at? No Mercy? I think he won it at No Mercy.
So what was that, October?
Yeah.
He said, what the hell they doing to Joe Gacy? I don't know. I didn't know Ava was like a general manager on NXT randomly. Like, I missed 2 episodes. Next thing you know, she's in the office. And people are going up to her. I was like, wait, when did she become general manager? Like, I didn't know what the hell was going on with that. So,
oh my gosh, freaking wow! No Mercy was in September.
Yeah, that's why I say it's been a while. He's had the title
Good Lord.
for a minute.
Damn.
Yeah, he's had the title for a minute. So Trick has to win, man. He's been like right there the whole time in the crowd. He's the #1 babyface in NXT.
Yeah.
So,
bro, he is over as hell, and that theme that he's got is whoo, banger.
Booker T, yeah, what?
Yeah. I like it.
Oh
yeah, man.
This dude is crazy, man. But yeah, we'll see what happened at Vengeance Day. Let's get into AEW. Tony Khan and his tweeting. You got AEW with Hook calling out Joe for Joe's first title defense. First of all, Joe, we found out who the devil was. It was Adam Cole the whole time. What you think about that? That storyline and how it was revealed.
I didn't have a problem with it because hold on 1 second. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I didn't have a problem with it because I actually enjoyed I thought it made sense. And I didn't think we had to get into any like type of convoluted situation trying to figure out who the devil was or anything like that. I think them having a clear cut case of who it was perfect. So I think Adam Cole being the devil, logically it made sense. When you go back and look at all the people that were attacked, he was the only other person that would have had motive to go after Hangman, Jay White, all of them, because he actually has legit beef with all of them. So right. I was okay with it.
So why do you think that the people on the internet, why do you think, including AEW fans, why do you think they didn't like it? Because to me personally, I felt bad for MJF, and I was like, shoot, they got me to feel bad for MJF. That means you're doing a good job telling the story, even though Adam Cole can't wrestle right now. But again, it made sense with Roddy Strong and that faction. Like, I thought it was good. I actually felt bad for MJF, and MJF, I don't know what's going on with him. His contract is up. I don't know what's going on with MJF, but I thought the story was good as far as the reveal and all that. So why do you think the crowd, the internet, and some AEW fans disliked it?
I think it has a lot to do with the fact that this has been going on for a while, and as it's been going on, I've been seeing a lot of like fan backlash against this segment, or at least this storyline with MJF and the Devil, I should say. I would say that the one thing that was saving AEW within that same time period was the fact that they had the Continental Classic, because on one end of each show every week, you would see people complaining about how goofy the Devil segment was. Right. But then at the same time, they would be like, this Continental Classic is so freaking good. And so they were kind of saved by that. Why people, I think, were upset with, what's his name, Adam Cole being the Devil, is because it was probably just too spot on. Like, when you go back and you look at this, like that whole run and everything that was happening, everybody immediately thought that it had to be Adam Cole. That was the one name that always was coming up, Adam Cole, Adam Cole, Adam Cole. But also, everybody was just like, if it is Adam Cole, I'll be kind of disappointed because there's no like
payoff.
There's no real payoff for it. I feel like that's what it is. So yeah, I feel like it was expected. People expected it to be Adam Cole, but they probably wanted like a big surprise or something like that, and they just didn't get one. And I think that's the only thing I can think of. Because logically, if you're looking at this logically, I have no issue with it at all. This makes sense. So, and this was obviously where this was going. So,
Push is trying to start beef in the chat. He said, let me piss Dark off real quick. Vince was right about Adam Cole manager. Push is being real toxic right now.
He's on one right now, right?
Okay.
He ain't wrong about him right now, though. All he does is come out every week, talk on his crutches, and then leaves.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna be out for a couple more months. So yeah, that's man. And then MJF, we haven't seen him since, and they're saying, he's not on the roster page no more and all that. Does MJF show up at the Royal Rumble?
Oh hell no.
Boy.
He's so I don't know exactly, because I don't know. I go off of what I read. So, and you know how the internet is. But I was seeing things that was saying that MJF's contract was extended for like another 2 years at least. So if that's the case, definitely not. But I also haven't heard anything decisive about MJF's contract actually being up. I know it's supposed to be over this year,
right?
But I haven't heard anything. I don't know if it was supposed to be done in January or what, but yeah.
So if he's not done with AEW, when does he come back? What would be a good spot to bring him back in, and what is he gonna do when he come back?
They might wait. I think if I was AEW, I would wait until Adam Cole was healed, and then once we get closer to a legit day that we can put Adam Cole being back in the ring.
Yeah.
He doesn't even necessarily need to be 100% what is it called? Better. But if I don't know, if he's going to the doctor and he's saying, okay, Adam will be able to wrestle 2 months out, then maybe you bring MJF back. He can start feuding with what is it called? The Undisputed Kingdom. And what do you think of that name, by the way? Undisputed Kingdom.
I think it fits.
Yeah,
I like it. Because you got the Kingdom, and then you got the two Undisputed guys. It fit. So,
and then Wardlow's just somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, that's the oddball in the faction right there.
Yeah,
and it's kind of weird because when Cole did his first promo on AEW,
he basically said exactly what MJF said before.
Yeah, Wardlow was just what did he say? No, he said, no, you're gonna give me the title. Wardlow's gonna win a title, and he's gonna hand me the title. That's what he said.
Yeah.
And Wardlow's like, am I gonna hand you the damn title? Right. Mad Mike in the building. What's good, man? Make sure y'all follow Mad Mike. Make sure you follow Push Play the DJ and all the other streamers that's in the building tonight. It's good to see you, Mike. It's been a minute. Yeah, so I don't know what the deal is with Warlow. I feel like Warlow is going to be the one that messed something up. Touchdown Kansas City for any Chiefs fans in the building. But as far as AEW, I love what Toni Storm is doing. Love what she's doing. The whole Hook thing versus Samoa Joe. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to. Nah, because it ain't bad. Like the build up ain't bad. I was happy to see Hook versus Joe because I was like, that's gonna be a fire match, and the match was very entertaining. I kind of had a problem with Hook kicking out of everything. Like, yeah, this is your champion, and Joe is like probably the most badass guy on your roster, and he urinated this guy head first on the table, power bombed on the apron, hit the muscle buster, which is his finisher, and you kick out at one? Bruh. And then so you choke him out, the Kukina clutch on him. He doesn't tap. So cool. He doesn't tap. You keep Hook looking strong. Cool. I get it. Hook is different. He doesn't tap, but he's up 20 seconds later. Like, he passes out. He's up 20 seconds later. Joe comes in, kicks him in the nuts, and I believe hits him with another muscle buster, I believe. And then 20 seconds later, Hook was up again. Bruh. So I'm like, okay. And then here comes Adam Page, who in my opinion I love Adam Page. He should not be in the title picture right now. He ain't beat Swerve. He shouldn't be in the title picture right now. So that's a disconnect for me. It should be about Swerve and Joe right now. So yeah, like it was just the fact. So I'm like, okay, if y'all gonna build Hook up like this, then Hook shouldn't lose no more matches to nobody else. Like next week, Hook should be running through everybody, and y'all should bring him out week after week after week. Have him running through everybody, kind of like what Goldberg did in WCW. Because if Joe can't beat him with his finishers, who the hell else on the roster go beat him?
I'll say this. I didn't have a problem with the match per se. I thought the match itself was great. I thought it was just Joe killing somebody, right? And then Hook getting like a little bit of a comeback before getting choked out. I thought I really enjoyed that match. I think that's something that AEW doesn't really get enough credit on, but they are really good at booking really quick, like monster like type matches like that. They do a really good job doing those types of matches. I will 100% agree with you because I was thinking that was a little odd when I was watching it. When Hook kept getting up at the end. So as much praise as I give the match itself, I thought that the stuff afterwards was a little weird too. Yeah. And then Adam Page coming out, I was just like, well, he's lost twice. I don't understand this. But then also I did like that. What's his name? Swerve seems to be on the type of time that the rest of us are on. It's just like he's the only one there thinking rationally about the fact that he beat Hangman twice. But everybody else in the company is just like, Hangman's still our boy. And he just, every time his name is brought up, he gets irritated as hell. And I'm just like, I get it. Yes. So, yeah.
Like, he should not be in the but I get why he's mad. Like, because Joe was a part of the Devil storyline. The Devil storyline and that United Undisputed Kingdom, they jump.
Yeah, that is true. Page. That is true, yep.
They jump. So I get it why he's mad. But I would have him go after like Roddy Strong and them right now. And then once he beat them up, go after Warlow and Roddy Strong and all them. And then once you get through them, then you go to, you go to Samoa Joe and let Swerve have his moment. And let Hook have his little quick moment. Man, Mike said, I understand they're trying to make Hook look strong, but you can't make a 90-pound guy look strong, especially against Samoa Joe.
Do you think they're gonna go with a singles match for the AEW World Title at Revolution, or do you think they're gonna make it a triple threat?
I think it's gonna be a triple threat. That's why I don't like it. I think
who gets the pin? Joe's gonna retain. So who's he pinning? Is he pinning Hangman or is he pinning Swerve?
Probably Swerve.
Which, if that happens, that'll be crazy.
Probably Swerve. So,
oh Lord have mercy.
I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that Hangman is in that. Again, I would rather him go after Roddy and Warlow first, because those are the guys that actually attack them. Go after those guys, and then work your way back up to Joe. Just to skip ahead, and I don't like that at all. I'm trying to think what else I like about AEW right now. Nothing really.
Private Party's back.
That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. The Hardys look a mess.
Oh, good Lord, have mercy.
Yeah, they look a mess.
Oh,
The Hardys
good
look
Lord,
a
have
mess.
mercy.
Swerve is untouchable in my opinion. Like, I don't think nobody's messing with Swerve right now. Well, I mean, you got Joe now, but I don't think nobody is really messing with Swerve over the last 3 months. Like, he's just been on another level. Moxley, I like the fact that Kingston, I like how they did Kingston in that tournament. Because it started bad. And I remember us talking about it. It's like, yo, he lost the first 2 matches. He's about to lose his titles already. And he fought his way back to the finals, and he ended up beating Mox. So I like the way they did that with him. That was a good storyline. Let me see. What else do I like right now? Collision seems to be a better show. I'm starting to understand why people say Collision is a better show.
You were there live for that too.
Yeah, I'm starting to see why people say that, and that's what made me start looking at it differently, because they use the women more, and it's just a more balanced show versus Dynamite.
It is a pure like wrestling show on that thing. Like I hadn't watched the what is it called? What was it? At the end of the year, I watched a bunch of like top rated matches on Cage Match. Just to go through them. And in the top 10 matches of the year was the Bullet Club Gold FTR match for the AEW championships, tag championships.
Yeah. That
lasted an hour. I watched that whole thing and I was like, good Lord have mercy. I was like, they put this on TV? I was like, this is crazy. So yeah, no, they have very, very good quality matches like constantly over there.
Deanna, yeah, I did like her debut. I hate the internet. How they talking about her, calling her fat and all that, and like, what is? Anyway, I ain't gonna go on no rant today. Just eat a dick, you IWC. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Cause they bold as hell behind these faceless accounts, and then you be the main one in the airport chasing them down. Stop doing that too. When you see these ladies in the airport and you just running up to them with a whole bunch of stuff. Like they should.
Oh man,
they should start getting security.
It was there was this video going around. It was like of Asuka.
Yes.
That just got like cornered, and that was just so. Oh, that was ridiculous. I felt so bad for her.
They did Charlotte like that too, and she on crutches. Like, bro.
See, everybody just needs to have the same mentality as Mercedes.
Yeah.
They come to you out there, you just be like, get the hell away from me.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hell no.
This boy Pacheco runs crazy. He going crazy right now. So if you're a Kansas City fan, you loving what you're seeing from Pacheco right now, because that man is running crazy. But yeah, man, just stop running up to people. Stop running up to people, man, at the airport so you can sell your stuff on eBay and all that. Like, I really wish, I just want to see one wrestler just swing and don't get punished for it. Like, I wanted Asuka to like spit some miss at some guy, and I wanted her to backhand. I wanted her to backhand somebody so bad.
I was gonna say, don't tell them to spit mist at him, because they'll probably take that shirt and sell it online.
Man, like,
then take Asuka mist. Got at the airport.
Yeah, man. Golly.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I just want them to do something, man. Like, please, just stop doing that, man. I really want to see somebody just hit somebody. I'll be security. Hire me, WWE. I'll travel with whoever. And I have no problem fighting at the airport. If I'm getting paid to do it, y'all go make sure I don't go to jail. So, let me be clear on that. If it's part of the job and it's an understanding between the airport and WWE, I would gladly sign up for that. Deanna Purrazzo, love her thing. Her match with Toni Storm is going to be fire when it happens. I love that. I don't like the fact that she's about to go up against or she did. I think they fought this past Saturday and I didn't see it. Red Velvet. Because it's like Red
She
Velvet
did
is
go
always
against Velvet on Collision. Yep.
It's like
Yep.
Velvet is always the one getting thrown in to these comebacks, and she just came back herself, and she gets thrown into that so she can lose. She's like Shinsuke.
That's been her role ever since her and Jade had beef early on in the company.
Right.
It was just like she came out of that on the losing end, and ever since then she's never been treated the same. Feel like.
So Kiera Hogan just doing her dude. I ain't gonna. Let me just leave that alone. But you know.
Yeah.
What else?
It's good. Yeah, God is good.
Trying to think of what else that stands out.
What do you think about Bullet Club Gold's new presentation?
That's what I was about to say.
That theme is a banger. Good Lord have mercy.
But you know they're with the Scissor Boys now.
Oh yeah, the Bang Bang Scissor Gang. That's what they're calling them.
So what's your thoughts on that?
Oh shoot. About them getting together as a group?
Yes, and they got both triple titles or whatever it's called.
Trios, yeah. I have a feeling that there's gonna be some. I don't trust Jay, like at all.
Yeah.
So this doesn't seem like it's a actual thing. I think they're gonna use the Acclaimed, and the real question is, would they have a double championship match or a unified match at Revolution? Because I feel like that's where this is probably going.
Tony said he hated it. Yeah, I was like, okay, they together. The Bang Bang Scissor Gang, Rob. Yes, that's a real name. That's a real thing. He say, boy, has Jay White fallen. That's what a lot of people were saying. To go from title picture to Ring of Honor trios titles, not even the AEW, your Ring of Honor trios titles. And then you part of this group, which is, I don't know. I'm gonna let it play out before I judge it. I just let it play out. That's what I feel about it, because I don't feel up or down. I'm just kind of like, it is what it is with that.
It's gonna be interesting. Like, what's interesting to me about this whole thing is just the fact, like, it's kind of a little of a side note thing, going off track, but I think it's interesting that they might have 3 of New Japan's biggest, like, stars that they've had in years. Like, and technically, if they get Okada too, then they'll have pretty much all their major players from 2016, I think.
Yeah.
To like 2022 at least, and that'll be insane. How they book? I'm interested to see how they're gonna book Will Ospreay, because that, they can't mess up with that.
What do you think about Edge going up against Lee Moriarty and going up against Griff Garrison on Collision? Because I know the fans blew up about it, and then Edge had a response to it when he did an interview on Busted Open. But what are your thoughts on that?
I think the Cope Open is a interesting idea. I don't know where it's leading for him. I think they're just trying to get probably as many wins under his belt as possible. Those other matches that you mentioned, I would rather see Edge in other matches. But that being said, we are getting Edge versus Minoru Suzuki next week. So, I mean, I'm pretty happy.
So, Edge is, fans are like, oh, he's falling from grace. He's this and that. He's this and that. And Edge was like, dude, I'm in my 50s. I'm a veteran. I'm a Hall of Famer. My goal is to have fun and mix up with younger, talent that I've never mixed up with. And then he also said, I get in the ring. He said, me giving Lee Mori, whatever his name is, 5 minutes and Griff Garrison 5 minutes. He said that does a lot for them, because not only are they in the ring with a Hall of Famer, but they're learning, because I'm teaching them on the fly. And I'm teaching them how to, call a match on the fly. So if something ever goes wrong, they will have experience in doing stuff like that. And he say, they could have easily been squashed. It could have been a 1 minute squash, but I chose to let them get offense in to make them look good so they can learn how to tell a story, because that does a lot for the young talent. And then he started naming older wrestlers that did that for him when he was starting out. And he said that's what made him. So That's how I looked at it too. I'm like, oh, he's falling from grace. You can't fall from grace just because you're wrestling younger talent. That doesn't mean nothing to your legacy, bruh. Like you idiots on the internet, stop saying stupid crap. Oh, look at him. This is ruining his legacy. No, it's not. Because you can't take away him being a Hall of Famer. You can't take away him winning all the titles he's won, all the WrestleManias he's done, SummerSlams and etc. You can't take away none of that. That's like taking away the Undertaker's credentials and his legacy because he had 2 bad matches in Saudi Arabia. Bruh. That ain't happening. Ain't nobody talking about that with the Undertaker. They're saying, oh, those matches suck, but this is the Undertaker's here. So why you only doing it because he's in AEW doing it? That's what it is. The tribalism. Bunch of losers. Bunch of losers. Get some.
You can always count on that.
Do something. Like, do something with your life, man. Just a bunch of losers. But that's all I got on AEW. You got anything else on it that we missed?
No, I think we're good.
Cool. Get into SmackDown and what we like and dislike about SmackDown. We kind of talked about EO. I guess we all in agreement, or most of us in agreement, that it's probably going to end up being Bayley and EO. But in the meantime, where does that leave Bianca Belair? Because Bianca is still beating Bayley every week. Bayley can't beat Bianca, so that's established. But where does that leave Bianca if Bayley's going to be the one that's fighting EO?
I feel like they're gonna probably throw at Mania. I feel like they're gonna probably throw Bianca in some like terrible freaking like 6-man match or something like that.
Oh Lord!
Sort of like, you know, last year they had that showcase with the men and the women on night 1 and night 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get something like that. Unfortunately.
And then you already talked about you feel like Logan Paul is gonna beat Kevin Owens, and they set up LA Knight versus Logan. Mm-hmm. Pete Dunne is finally back.
Yeah.
Finally back. And the main roster crowd didn't know no better. They still looking at him as Butch.
Is that what they were calling him?
No, the main roster. I'm talking about the crowd in this arena. They was like, oh, yeah. Hey, who's Pete Dunne? Okay. But us, who've been watching Pete Dunne since NXT and NXT UK, was like, well, hell yeah, Pete Dunne is back. They're like, oh, well, Bush just changed his name to Pete Dunne. It was definitely a different reaction in the arena versus what it was on social media, as always. Thoughts on Pete and Tyler Bate teaming up?
I've always liked them as a tag team, so I think it'll be good. I feel bad for Trent Seven because it used to be the 3 of them, and now it's just the 2 of them in this group. So. But I think it'll be good. I think it's a good step in the right direction for this tag division. I think they need to take these tag belts off of Raw. I haven't seen a tag match. I don't know. I feel like most of the tag matches I've seen on SmackDown, it's just weird. And I feel like SmackDown has a lot of really good tag teams too. Yes. But they're all fighting for no reason. So it's just like that's my biggest problem with them. I feel like if you're the undisputed champions, you really gotta stretch yourself thin. I need to see Judgment Day on SmackDown more often. I'm saying, because like if you're gonna hold all the titles, you need to defend it on both shows. If you're gonna hold them for both shows, and we got all these factions on SmackDown now. You got not the Hurt Business, but you got Street Profits and Bobby, who originally supposed to be a heel faction, but the crowd wouldn't stop cheering them. And then you turn around. So since the crowd won't stop cheering them, you put Cross with the Authors of Pain, which is a crazy faction. Team, yep. Oh man, I'm so glad to see that. I'm loving what I'm seeing from them. Rob said if Sasha does come back, what if they finally do Sasha versus Bianca? They already did it. They were just supposed to do it again, and it got canceled at that SummerSlam, which was probably the worst SummerSlam in history. And we got a dark rant from that SummerSlam. Which included Gable Stevenson. Yeah. He was there. I forgot about that. Good Lord.
Yeah. Because after Becky beat Bianca, they throw out the 2 black people that won the gold medals. Like, here you go, black people. There you go. I remember that part of the rant. Yeah. Which is true. Which is facts. Yes, yes.
Oh man, I was mad.
Mr. Boggs said, thank goodness Kevin Dunn is gone. I mean, is he? Wasn't he just on the promo?
He's gone. Kevin Dunn, like the producer.
What's the guy that was on the promo with Cross then? What's his name?
Promo with Cross.
Yeah, in the video package. Wasn't that Kevin Dunn? He used to be a crazy heel? Rob, shut up.
No. Kevin Dunn is the he was like Vince's like right-hand man. He was in production with them since like the Attitude Era.
The camera cuts.
Yes, that's Kevin Dunn.
What is that wrestler though?
I was gonna say. Now I'm interested. I don't know who are you thinking of.
The video he did a video package this Friday. Oh, come on, man. Let me find it. He did a video package this Friday. I thought that was Kevin. What's that? I can't remember the wrestler's name. I'm almost sure that it was Kevin Dunn. I can't even freaking find it because the thing won't even scroll over here. Let's see. But tag teams, we got those two factions. We got the LWO. We got Carlito. I'm sorry. We got Legado, Fantasma. So yeah, it's a lot of tag teams on SmackDown, but none of them are getting tag team championship opportunities. We got Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. We got
they're a good tag team.
Yeah, Pretty Deadly. So you're getting a lot of tag team action, but none of them with the.
It's what's crazy to me. Like Raw, you're like
Mr. Boggs, it's not Paul.
Yourself.
It's not Paul. It was another guy that he did a freaking promo with, video package with this past set. Kevin Sullivan. That's who it was. I knew it was somebody, man. Rob, if you say Don Callis one more time, I swear to God, I'm gonna put you in timeout, bro. you know Don Callis is not in no freaking WWE. But yeah, SmackDown, man. I love the factions. I love the tag team action. I want to see more, women outside of Damage Control. And Bianca. I want to see more Zelina. I want to see more Mia Yim. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even remember who's all on the women's roster because we see Damage Control all the time and Bianca. Can you name the women's roster right now on SmackDown?
On SmackDown?
Exactly. No. You can't name them.
Oh, shoot. I can't.
Shotzi. I forgot Shotzi was there. Honestly, forgot she was there.
But have mercy. Actually, yeah. Who are the four other people in that? So there was Damage Control. Who are the four other people? Bianca, Shotzi. Oh no, Becky's not on. Okay, nope. Becky's on Raw though.
Yep, Becky's on Raw.
Charlotte's injured. Shoot, good Lord have mercy.
So again, you got Mia Yim, who you don't see like you should, because she put on a banger match when she had her title match against Io.
Yeah, that was crazy.
We already said Zelina, but she don't wrestle. She just comes out as a manager for LWO. Which she's posted on Twitter about that as well. Yeah, it's Damage Control and Bianca. Unholy Union just came back and lost. Yes, you're right, Rob. We talked about that earlier.
Did they really lose?
Yeah, they lost to Kaden and Katana.
Oh, that's what I didn't know they had a name. Okay, never mind. All right, yep.
New entrance and everything. Like entrance was fire and everything. Dude, this is what's crazy about that match. The champs didn't even get an entrance on TV. They was just in the ring. And then Alba and what's her name got an entrance. Unholy Union got an entrance, and then just lost clean. With no extra curriculum activity or nothing. It was just that was it. It was weird, bro. I was like, I don't understand what he's doing here. And Damage Control was ringside the whole time. So I just don't. I don't understand what's going on there. But yeah, I can't think of no women. Let me try to think of the women on. You want to guess who's still free agents right now?
On the women's roster?
No, period. I didn't even know this was still a thing. I just clicked on it on accident, but it's hilarious. You want to guess who's free agents?
You're talking about? Oh, Jesus Christ! Like, you're talking about the people that can go between brands.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna say Brock Lesnar.
Yep, that's one.
Because that was the one that stood out the most.
It's 6 of them.
Who was? There was somebody that was real ridiculous. Baron Corbin's one, isn't he?
No.
No?
Nope, he's NXT only.
Is it Titus? Titus, he's not on the roster. Never mind. Who am I thinking of? Good Lord. What about what's his name? Commander Aziz. Did he get is he released?
He got cut. Yep, he got fired.
Good Lord,
no,
have mercy.
actually,
he was one of them.
I thought he was on NXT. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look him up. I don't know. I thought he got fired.
I think he did get cut. Oh,
he should
man.
have.
I can't think of anybody else.
Brock Lesnar, Logan Paul, MVP, Omos, Von Wagner.
Omos, that's it. That's what I was trying to think of.
Von Wagner is still free, even though he hasn't been anywhere but
Holy
NXT. And then Zion Quinn.
Is he still in the company?
Still in the company.
Good Lord have mercy.
I had no idea.
I didn't either. Shit.
I had no idea. And he's a free
I completely
agent.
forgot about this man. Yeah. Holy smokes.
So yeah, the women, you got Alba Fire, Asuka B-Fab. They're still on SmackDown.
I forgot. Oh man, yeah. Her and wait, did Ashanti get released?
No, Ashanti's still there too. It was only Top Dollar.
Oh.
So
did you speaking of Top Dollar, did you see the thing with him at Hard to Kill with Joe Henry?
Yeah, I heard about it and I saw a clip on YouTube. Yeah, I saw it.
Oh shoot.
B-Fab, Bailey, Bianca, Charlotte is hurt. Dakota Kai is hurt. Aladon, Io Sky, Kairi Sane, Mia Yim, because I will not call her Meechin. Scarlett, but she's not going to wrestle. Shotzi, Zelina, and Tamina. Those are the women of SmackDown. So this is why you haven't seen much outside of Damage Control. And as far as solo action, you're going to see Bailey, you're going to see Bianca. And that's pretty much it. So
good Lord have mercy.
But yeah, man, how you feel about Nick Aldis and his job that he's doing right now?
I think right now he's doing a good job, and it seems like they're potentially setting something up with what is it called? Him and Roman.
You think he's gonna fight?
I think at some point he will. I think that might be a. I would make that like a SummerSlam program or something like that. I wouldn't do it now, but I don't know. Oh man, there's so many things going on that I don't know. I doubt Roman losing this title at Mania. It's very scary.
Yeah, Rob, they did tease B-Fab with Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits, and they just completely went away with it. So I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. But it's a lot of people that we're not seeing on the roster. So we talked about the good of SmackDown and Raw, but SmackDown, it's a lot of people we're not seeing consistently that I feel like should be on. Ashanti is one. Cameron Grimes is another one. Cedric Alexander had 2 fire matches with Dragon Lee and disappeared.
Jesus,
I just don't understand that.
Well, wasn't Trevor Lee? Wasn't what's his name?
Cameron
Grimes. Cameron Grimes. That's it. Yeah. Wasn't he on didn't he have a match recently but get like taken out before it started? I feel like I just saw him on SmackDown.
I remember seeing him backstage.
Oh, okay.
So they probably Rob said yeah, so yeah.
Okay.
The OC, where's Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows? Are they still good with AJ or are they not? When AJ came back, that was the question they asked each other, and we ain't seen them cross paths since. I
don't understand. Like they if I was Gallows and Anderson, I would not be in WWE because they
don't sign it no more.
Yeah. The only time they ever get used is when AJ's free. That's it. That is it.
I don't understand it. Like you bring this team back, they keep signing. That's the problem. They keep signing back. Like it's like they say, okay, we're gonna wrestle, show we can wrestle, and then we're gonna take a year or two off and get this free money at WWE while we in catering. That's what it seemed like. They take a year or two vacation in WWE because they not wrestling. I don't understand. We ain't seen them at all. Like, AJ's back and everything. We ain't seen them at all. Like, is the OC still a thing? Like, it's ridiculous. Pat McAfee is still on the roster somehow. Ridge Holland is in NXT. Where the hell is Sheamus?
I thought he was coming back. I thought he was. What the hell? I swear to God, I thought he was supposed to be. What the hell? I know he was injured, but I thought he was supposed to be back soon.
SmackDown roster ain't looking too hot right now, and then you added Tyler Bate. But the SmackDown roster, when you look at it it ain't looking too hot. Rey Mysterio is hurt. Charlotte is hurt. Sheamus is gone. They don't use the OC at all. Scarlett doesn't wrestle. Zelina doesn't wrestle. Tamina doesn't wrestle. Shotzi is every now and then when you need somebody to take a crazy bump. It's just like Caleb Braxton is not a wrestler. So yeah, this roster ain't looking too great right now, man. Kathy Kelly is not a wrestler. You don't see Cameron Grimes, B-Fab, or Ashanti. Yeah, bro. I thought they was gonna set up when it comes to Nick Aldis. I thought they was gonna set up something with him and Adam Pearce, because they was beefing when he first took over as GM of SmackDown. Then they kind of went away, and Nick just turned babyface going up against Roman and Paul. But I love the fact that general managers are back. They're getting involved, and once again, Nick can go in the ring. So if it ever comes down to it, Nick might just take that suit off and do his thing with Roman or whoever in the bloodline, which is something I'm hoping to see.
I think that'd be great. I think he will have a great run when he starts wrestling down there, for sure.
Yeah, so.
And then hopefully someday down the road we can get Cody and Nick Aldis in a rematch, which would be insane.
After Cody finally finished the story. After he finally finished the story. Don't forget, Nick Aldis did take a RKO from Randy Orton as well.
That did happen.
So Nick got to fight back sometime because we know he could do it. So we got to see what's up with Nick. But I love the fact that general managers are back. I love the factions. I love the women's tag team division. It's a lot of tag teams, even though SmackDown don't get to fight for the titles. They got to get those titles off of Judgment Day in WWE. Now, getting to the main event of tonight, you got Royal Rumble Saturday, Elimination Chamber in Australia, WrestleMania. Who you putting in your main event at WrestleMania, and how are you getting there? Who are your two main event matches, and how would you book it to get there?
Okay, so for the CM Punk version of this, or for the, I should say the Seth Rollins title match version of this, I'm going to just assume that he can't make it. Okay. I would have Seth, what's it called? Relinquish the title, relinquish the belt. And then I would have Cody win the Rumble, just to make things easier going into WrestleMania. So now you've got night 2. I'll book that for night 2 main event of Roman and Cody too.
Repeat that.
So I would have Cody win the Rumble, and then have him set up his match with Roman.
Okay.
But then before that, I would have Seth relinquish his belt, so the title's vacant. So then I would have what is it called? Going into the Elimination Chamber show, I would have a Elimination Chamber match for the vacant belt, and I would have Drew win that match, and then I would book Drew and Punk for the what is it called? for night one.
So what you doing with Priest? He's still a tag champ, ain't he?
He is. I'm still debating. I would hold off on a cash-in at Mania, especially if Punk's the one going over. But I don't know. Triple H is crazy, and he might want that too. He might want that that build. So, but if I'm doing it, I would hold off on it for another time. As long as Punk, I would have Punk establish his reign with that title, get his win at Mania, and then sometime down the road, I would have Priest cash in. Yeah, that's what I would do. That's how I'd book my 2 main events for this year.
Okay. So you have Priest go. You will have Priest go defend his tag team championship with Balor versus somebody at Mania.
Somebody, yeah. And I don't. And that would be. I have no idea who they would go against too, but it's
got to be somebody from SmackDown, Lord. Right?
You would hope so, man. Good Lord. You would hope so.
All right. How would I do this if Seth is injured? I hate that Seth is injured. It's throwing a monkey wrench into my plan. That's how I'll book it. Let's see. It'll probably be similar to what you got. I will have Cody win the Royal Rumble. That sets up him and Roman. But shoot. My thing is, does Roman really need to have the title to pass Hogan for the number 2 spot? Does he really need to pass him? Because you're still going to be technically number 2. You're not going to be the number 1 guy. Still. You know. Mm-hmm. And you already then broke, many records, modern day records. You broke all of them. You just have Hogan's one of his runs. So is it really that important to pass him at this point?
I don't think so, me personally.
What I would do in that case, I would have Cody win the Rumble. No, I'm struggling because now I got to think about money too, right? Because I was about to say have Cody win at the Rumble, have Randy Orton win at Rumble, Randy Orton win a title in the Fatal 4-Way match, sets up Cody and Randy because they have a backstory. And then I would have The Rock, make his appearance known some way down the line to get into Roman's face. They do the head of the table match at WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. And then as far as the World Heavyweight title, if Seth is hurt, he's going to have to give it up. The thing is, I won't CM Punk in an Elimination Chamber match. That's the thing. Do I really want him in there? Because he could possibly get injured. CM Punk has been injury prone. So I'm just saying, I don't know if I want CM Punk in an Elimination Chamber match if the goal is to get him in at Mania. You know what I'm saying? So Rob
that's why I just gave him the number 1 contenders right off the bat. I was just like, go for it.
Rob say, hold on. I can't see it. He got so much stuff on. The highlight won't go away. It might be Last Man, but what if they pull a 2016 and have another Rumble for the title, have Punk win that match, and then set up Elimination Chamber to see who fights Punk? That's a good idea, Rob.
That's
a good idea.
That's a good idea too.
And
this one would actually be
have Priest cashing at Mania, running both Punk and Drew, running them down and taking the title. Kind of what Seth did.
Well, in the what is it called? In at Mania?
Yeah. That, you know what, Rob? That's the first part is a good idea. First part is a good idea. They should do that actually, but again, you got to get Cody, because the storyline, if you let Cody tell it, is the WWE Universal Championship. It's not the World Heavyweight Championship. So how do you get Cody over there? That's the only monkey wrench. Either he's winning that Rumble, like I said, or he's winning that Elimination Chamber. So let's go with Rob's theory. I'm gonna go with Rob's theory. You put the title on the line, the World Heavyweight Championship on the line at Royal Rumble. CM Punk wins there. Cool. But what you gonna do with CM Punk before Mania? Because if you have CM Punk take on what's his name, Drew McIntyre at Mania, you can't have them face off beforehand. So you're gonna put CM Punk versus Jey Uso at Elimination Chamber? You gonna do CM Punk versus Priest? Why would Priest take a regular match when he can just cash in? Mm-hmm. So who you gonna put in that slot for Elimination Chamber for CM Punk if you do it that way, right? But let's go with Rob's theory. CM Punk wins the Royal Rumble, wins the title. If we do that, I'm gonna take Cody, put him in the Elimination Chamber to be the number one contender for Roman Reigns' title. Or I'm sorry, because I got Randy winning Randy Orton's title. Mm-hmm. And then it'll be Cody versus Randy. Cody beats Randy at WrestleMania, finish the story. And again, that's a whole nother story, personal story between those two. So Cody gets his thing. We got The Rock versus Roman at Mania as well, because they got set up between Rumble and Rumble and WrestleMania. So that's another match. That's a big money match. Cody and Randy is a big money match. CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, like Dark said, I'll leave it like that. And what I would do the following Monday, I would have CM Punk win. Actually, yeah, I would have CM Punk win because you don't want him to start crying, oh my God, I lost in WrestleMania. Bruh. So I have CM Punk win just for his ego and, to protect him, to babysit him. And then Damian Priest is going to cash in on CM Punk that following Monday. Bruh. The Raw after Mania, Damian Priest becomes the champion. Cash in on
Punk.
Yeah, on Punk.
Wow. And
there you go. That's how I will book it.
Okay.
Cause this is crazy though. You got to figure out how you gonna. This Rumble is wide open, bro. Cause
that's what I'm saying. They did a really good job booking it this year. Like they actually created several new contenders, which is great.
Because let's say if Gunther has a legit chance. I know he's not one of the favorites, but he has a legit chance. Because Gunther can run up against anybody, especially with Seth being out. Gunther might get pushed up to that main event spot. What if we got to find somebody for CM Punk at Elimination Chamber. What if it's CM Punk versus Gunther?
At Elimination Chamber?
Yeah.
That would be a crazy match. That'll be a good warm-up match for him.
I'm telling you, son. Yeah, Rob, this is why I wanted to do the show tonight, man. Make sure we came back tonight because I'm like, man, it's a lot of scenarios. Oh, Buffalo just missed the field goal. Kansas City's about to win the game. Get Josh Allen punk ass out of here. Let's go. Josh Allen chokes again. But anyway, back to the wrestling. And he's at home this time. There's no excuses. But yeah, man, this Rumble is crazy. Cause you got Gunther, you still gotta throw Jey Uso in the mix. How does Jay and Jimmy get set up in their match? What is Solo gonna do at Mania?
What is Jimmy doing?
Jimmy is just being the comedy act.
Do you think that they're gonna make what is it called? The Usos one-on-one at Mania? Or do you think they'll actually let Jay go after a title?
Their goal,
or do you think Usos' goal has been after a title and then make that match at SummerSlam or something like that?
What the goal has been for the Usos to be one-on-one at Mania. That's their goal. Okay. That's what started this whole thing anyway. Both guys said they wanted to be, in a Mania match against each other. And then once they done with that, they can finish. They can do whatever. They can put them back together as a team or whatever. But they want to do a match one-on-one at Mania. So I guess that eliminates Jay as far as any type of title. Boss Hog, eat a dick. But he ain't said nothing all night. He want to come in and talk about them. Like, I don't I don't care about the Cowboys, so it doesn't matter. If you watch any of the Cowboys updates, you know I don't give a damn about them no more. I'm good. So talk to you next January. And then if they lose again, oh well, go Ravens. But I'm trying to think, man. Cause Jay and Jimmy don't need a title either. Like the whole family business don't need a title. But you ain't got nothing for Solo. If The Rock is facing Roman, Jimmy is facing Jay. You have nothing for Solo.
Solo.
Does Jacob Fatu finally come up? Nope. Because he just signed with Reality of Wrestling. You know what? Booker
That's
T.
who I saw him with.
That might help him though. Get it there because you know Booker T he's the WWE front man. So
yeah. I would love to see Jacob Fatu in the WWE. I think that'd be interesting.
Okay.
I think he missed his calling though. Because I feel like if he was in the if he was there earlier, then they probably wouldn't have got Solo, which that wouldn't have been great for him. But I mean, still having Jacob Fatu in the Bloodline would have been nuts.
Oh, I'm watching to get the tables. Your favorite quarterback took another L. He choked again. Can't wait to Tuesday. Took another L. And they was at home this time. Ain't got no excuses. He ain't get screwed. He screwed himself. Josh screwed Josh. Just like Vince said, Brett screwed Brett. Josh screwed Josh. They fans are crying real tears right now. It's freezing up on their face. It's hilarious. Dang. Keep crying. Cry more, Buffalo. Made no sense. Josh got screwed. Get out of here with that shit. He lost. That's what he did. All they had to do was score 30. He couldn't do that. And I told you, as long as Pat Mahomes is playing, he's going to at least make the AFC Championship game. I told you this last Tuesday. I don't even know why why y'all acting like this is news. This is Pat Mahomes, man. Like, come on, man. Anyway, back to wrestling. We'll say that for Tuesday. But yeah, is there anything? I'm trying to think. What would be a monkey wrench that you could think of that'll work and still be a big money match?
Like monkey wrench how? What do you mean?
Like something that nobody sees coming, but it'll still be major. Like maybe a new signing or a returning person, and you just throw them in set spot in the main event for the World Heavyweight title. Because we're gonna leave Roman's title out of it.
Who's somebody?
Like
who's a free agent right now that they could?
I don't know. That's what. Rob keep talking about Sami Zayn, bro. You love Sammy's not in. Just give it up, Rob. It's done. He had his turn. They messed it up.
Sammy was gonna win. Sammy should have won in Montreal. That's
right.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was his time. That was his time. I'm not sure of who they could put in that position.
What if MJF contract is up and he decides to come?
That would be insane. That and against Punk, that would actually be nuts. That would be.
That's what I'm saying.
That would be crazy.
I highly doubt it will happen, but still.
Yeah.
And one more question before we get up out of here. I said Jade, if she's in the Royal Rumble, she should win it. But if Jade is, let's say she shows up at Elimination Chamber and she does what Shayna did to the women, which one would you prefer to see happen? Her dominate Elimination Chamber or her dominate the Royal Rumble in her debut?
I would say
I think
dominate in the. I would say dominate in the Rumble, because if she dominates in Elimination Chamber and loses, I don't think that'd be great. But if she dominated in the Rumble and still lost, that's still big. Like Gunther lasted the entire Royal Rumble last year.
Yeah. And
even though he lost in the end, he still got high praise for his performance. So I think being shown properly well in the Rumble will go a long way for her. So I would give her like a record, like just like most eliminations, like right off the bat.
I would debut her at the Rumble. I would have her eliminate Bianca Belair, set up a WrestleMania match between her and Bianca, so both of them can have something to do at Mania while Bayley takes on Io and whoever takes on Rhea Ripley, which it should be Nia Jax, but they're gonna probably most likely put it on Becky. And that's how I would do the women. So I'm trying to think of mid cards. I can't think of nothing for mid carders right now. So the mid card titles, I can't think of nothing. So I'm not even going to waste time going trying to figure something out there. But we got the women, the top women titles and the top men titles. All I gotta say with tag titles, get them off of Judgment Day. I'm just saying, just get them off of. He say have Jade pull a Ronda and just completely ruin the winner spotlight. Facts, dude. Nah, cause she already done that a couple times. She's already shown up and not do anything, like 4 or 5 times already. She has to.
Who, Ronda?
No, Jade.
Jade.
Next time Jade shows up, she has to have some type of action.
Like the last time we saw her was at SummerSlam, I think. Right?
No,
Or
NXT.
she was just backstage. What? That was an NXT show?
She did it. She did SummerSlam. She did SmackDown. She did Raw, and then her last show was on NXT where she was sitting up.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Yep.
So we got the introduction already. We can't see her just show up again. She has to do something. So next time we see Jade, she's going to be in action. So that's all I got, man. You got anything?
Nah, I'm good.
Good show, good return show. I don't know if we're gonna do it next week. What is next week to do?
I don't think there's anything happening on Sunday. I know the Rumble's on Saturday, but
Oh yeah, we gotta do next week. I was thinking about the football stuff that's gonna be taking away our view. NFC and AFC championship game, but it's after the Royal Rumble, so we still gotta do the show next Sunday anyway, because we gotta talk about the Royal Rumble. This show and all the other dope content shows will be expanded to other networks in spring, around spring break. Dark know what it is, so Dark is excited, but I won't tell him if you missed it, because I kind of low-key spoiled it. I think like 2 weeks ago during the sports podcast, I kind of spoiled it, but we will be expanding the official release of these, platforms that we're going to be on will be March. I can't even remember the exact date that I put. March 15th or something like that. Somewhere around that week during spring break. So if you are a content creator, if you are aspiring to be like a sports writer or podcaster, whatever you want to do content wise, and you're looking for like a platform to a launching pad, basically, go to dopecontent.com. Fill out the little form. It's real short, and we will look you up. And if you really about something, we're gonna put you on the platforms. No, we not charging you for it. We just giving you a launching pad to build resumes. Dope Content is starting to get blessed to be able to do stuff, and y'all know me, I like sharing the wealth, but you got to be about your business, so if you're interested in, because right now we good with the UFL, which is formerly XFL, we good with the WNBA for sure. At the end, like if you have like a sports con come to your city or something like that, any type of cons or local bowl events for college football and stuff like that, we can help you get up in there, help you apply for those as well. So if you want to cover that and do articles, podcasts, I edit for you. I send you an intro and all that stuff for you. All you have to do is record. Have a website that it'll be on. Have these new platforms that it'll be on. You will have your own category, your name, and everything. It'll all be there. We just trying to. I low-key just want to build a team of independent, creators, and they all do their thing. You know what I'm saying? And hope, and it kind of like what ESPN does. They have an umbrella. ESPN is an umbrella, but they have their own shows, and everybody's doing their own thing under that umbrella. And then when they decide they want to branch off, they can just branch off. So that's what we're trying to do here at Dope Content. But in the springtime, it's going to be up. I've sent out a couple of emails for a couple of interviews. No response yet. But, you know, sometimes it takes a while for them to even respond. So we'll see what happens. Nothing that I can lock in right now that I have confirmed. So, yeah. So nothing yet. But we'll see if they confirm. Cool. If not, cool. We just move on to the next people. Melina did invite me to her UWW show in February in San Antonio. It's like a 3.5 hour drive, but she actually followed up and she was like, hey, you still want to come? I was shocked that she emailed me. I thought she was just going to forget me. No, she emailed me and was like, you still want to come to the show? Yada, yada. So I told her, yeah. So we'll see if she don't forget to send me tickets. It's in February. So she actually has to send me the tickets and where it's going to be at. Facts, Rob. She's like one of the nicest persons. Like I said, I talked to her 30 minutes after the interview. We had a hard hour stop, and I wish that I would have known she was going to stay on and have a conversation because we talked about a lot of stuff like 35 minutes afterwards. And I was like, shoot, I could have just, you know, kept on going and with the stuff. But stuff like that, exclusive stuff like that, we're going to start putting on the YouTube page for the members YouTube. So the second cousins, the dope heads, whatever you want to, the tiers, the $2.99 and the $5.99, whatever it is on YouTube. We're going to start putting those exclusive stuff that you don't see on that for y'all. So until y'all start, you know, subscribing and deciding to be a membership for that, again, it's $2.99 on YouTube versus $6 here. And you get exclusive stuff there that you're not going to get here. So until people start doing that, I'm going to just take my time. Once I start seeing people come in, that's when I start putting them up there. Because again, we got about 35 minutes worth of me and Melina just talking. Like this is just us talking like me and Dark talk. Like, yeah, what up, man? You know, yada, yada. Just, you get to see Melina in her purest form. So, at the end, like I said, whoever else I get from after that, I'm going to start doing that as well. For them as well. But yeah, it's a lot that we're trying to get done this year. So again, if you're a streamer, you don't have to have really a set schedule, because the way we're doing it now is we're just gonna do it more like I'm trying to say it without saying it. It's gonna be like a more on demand versus the live, because we had an option to do either like the live, like a whatever, versus on demand. So we decided to go with the on demand route. That way everybody can still do their own thing at their own pace, at their own schedule. So if y'all want to be involved, let me know. Just go to the website. I'll see you on there, and you know, we'll get the handling business. If you're a photographer, you want to go, you know, build your portfolio, do that. I got you. I can send you here and I can send you there. But thing is, if you act a fool at an event under Dope Content, legal action is coming for your ass. So I learned the hard way. I don't think I told you this situation, dog. I'm gonna tell you off stream if I didn't. Okay. About somebody I used for this past WNBA and UFL, XFL, and they just couldn't do right. So I was like, all right. That's how it's gonna be. Bet I got paperwork for everybody from now on. That's just what it is. So I'll tell you that off stream. But we working, man. We building. Hopefully some breakthrough. You know, big enough. This what we're about to do in the spring is gonna be pretty huge. So, but you know, we still need support. So, and we're not asking for. I don't ask for money. Y'all know I don't get on here and ask for money. I just ask for your support. If you on YouTube, like a video, comment a video, help that algorithm. You know what I'm saying? And once we release these other platforms, it's absolutely free. All of it is free. I haven't done anything that's going to charge y'all. You know what I'm saying? Not on purpose, at least. Like Twitch might send y'all a commercial if you don't sub. That's Twitch. It's stuff like that. But I don't personally charge y'all for nothing. So support is free when it comes to Dope Content, but it goes a long way. So we'll keep y'all updated. The announcement of the official platforms will be closer to the spring in March. So you got anything, Dark?
No, I'm good.
All right, well, there it is, man. It's Budget Cut Podcast, man. It's great to be back. Great to talk to my guy. I ain't talked to him in a while. It's been a minute.
Too
So
long.
until next week, I'm trying to figure out when. Well, we can't do it next week because we got the Royal Rumble. We got to set up our dream matches. We got to set up our dream matches and our dream card because we've been talking about it since last year. Been talking about it, and I got to update mine because some of these matches I'm like, yeah, now I want to do some more. So I got to update mine. We go get Push on here. We go get oh yeah, it is at 4 a.m. Oh yeah, we go get Push on here. Elimination Chamber because it's in Australia. I'm gonna try to get Push on here. We're gonna try to get the tables on here. We're gonna try to get Speeds. Yeah, we gonna try to get Big Willie. Big Willie started back streaming the other day. I saw him on there and talked to him. So shout out to Willie. I think he went to Japan.
He did. Oh man, yeah, he went to that Noah card.
Yeah,
I saw him on his Twitter. That was dope. Yeah.
So shout out to Big Willie, man. And we're gonna try to put a panel together because that's gonna be a special show. And that whole show is just gonna be our dream matches because we ain't gonna have time to go through, you know what I'm saying, all that the week of wrestling, all that on that. So, and then we go let the chat judge which card is the best. So, and that's how we gonna do it. And I might send a gift card to whoever they vote for. That's what we gonna do. So we gonna put a poll up and we'll let them vote. We gonna put a poll where everybody can see it on the screen, and we'll let them vote after we give our dream match. Push out. I'm trying to get footage of the Rumble. Bet. Go ahead and do it. Speaking of footage of the Rumble, Push, WWE is now hiring for content creation. I got an email today, so it might be something you want to put your hat in. I'm gonna put my hat in there today. I'm gonna make they gonna get tired of seeing my name. So I just be applying for stuff that I have no business applying for just so my name can be there. So they gonna be like, man, this Kevin guy, man, we tired of seeing him. God damn, man, give him something.
Didn't he try to be part of the creative team too?
Yeah. He wanted to be a writer. He wants to be a cameraman. Like he wants to be an announcer. Like he just on everything. He want to be general manager next week. So, but nah, appreciate y'all, man. And until next time, y'all be safe. We are out. Hey.
Let's go.